Long trip north and disappointment for the Bucks this afternoon. They've lost 3-1 to Blyth Spartans in National League North, and for a change I have assistant manager Phil Trainer with me. Phil, difficult result this afternoon, difficult conditions maybe?
Yeah, it's a very difficult one. Blyth's always a tough one with the journey and everything else, taking that into consideration. To come here and to not take nothing back with us is very difficult. I think the team today, I think the endeavour was there. Chance-wise, I thought we created quite a few chances, if I'm honest. Against that old saying in football that you don't take your chances, you know what's coming, and I think that was the case today. They took their chances, we didn't.
I mean, it doesn't help. We know what Blyth are like. The crowd like to get involved, don't they? And they get on referees a little bit. So it's not the easiest place to play. And then, of course, you go a goal down in the first quarter of an hour or so. It makes it hard, doesn't it?
It definitely does. And like you say, fair play to them. The crowd play a big part to them. Every time you come here, they shout for everything, every decision. And you've got to be a strong ref to go against them at times. I don't want to go on too much about the referee. I don't like to get too involved with the referees. They've got a job to do, so have we. But I think it basically comes down to the chances. I just mentioned earlier, we had chances there. There's a few areas, few tactics that we said to the lads and where we get chances. Without making it obvious, the set pieces, I thought we had a number of chances that we should have done better with. Again, so for me, another one is your chances you've got to take them.
Sure. It took them a little while to settle down, but sort of like just before half time, they seemed to be getting it together, and maybe that half time interval broke it up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Blyth always start fast when you come up here. Again, I don't want to keep going on too much about the journey, but it does play a part. But they started fast. We found our way into the game, started winning individual battles. We were up, funnily enough, stats-wise on second balls and stuff like that, and chances. But like you say, I think half-time we got into them, spoke to the lads, spoke to individuals and collectively, and it started to turn a little bit. I just think the goal just kills us, the second goal. Then we get back into it, we get a chance, great finish from Darryl Knights, scores a cracking header. And then you're thinking, right, the momentum's going to really switch, it's going to be all us. And then the sucker punch comes with a lad who, decent bit of skill, good finish I suppose, but he's scored one previously a few minutes before with the same foot, he's left-footed. But, we move on.
Sure. And I guess everybody's hurting at the moment, aren't they? We know fans clearly are unhappy about it, but that goes for the team and the staff as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely so. I think everyone connected with the club are frustrated. It's a tough one for the fans. It's a long journey. They pay their hard-earned money to come up here. But what I can say is the lads, they're down in there, and it wasn't endeavour today. I think they did give their good account to themselves. It's just come down to those chances.
Okay, and any thoughts on sort of like what you can? I mean, obviously you made some changes to the team today, trying to mix it up a bit and look for some of those combinations that will maybe give us a bit more than we've had in recent games. You just have to keep looking.
Yeah, definitely. I just think I've been in this situation myself. It's one of them where sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. But I think it's a case of sticking together because we've got a good bunch of lads in there. They're down, they're hurted in there, as is the staff, as you mentioned. The gaffer's he's 24/7 working on what we can do. He's constantly phoning me at crazy times, asking me what can we do, what do you think about this. I might be a bit biased, but he's one of the hardest working managers that I've known and worked for and worked under. And no doubt it will turn. We'll be doing everything we can. We've got 2-week break, I think, now, so it's quite a bit of time on the grass. We can work on a few things and try and get things right.
Sure. And that, I mean, we've got 1 or 2 injuries as well, maybe to gives people a little bit of time.
Yeah, definitely so. Like you say, that 2-week break, 2 weeks down the line we'll have a couple of the boys back, some of the big players back, and like I said, working on the grass with the 2 weeks we'll turn it around.
Okay, that's great, Phil. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers.